Just days after the new election commissioner Arun Goel took charge, a Supreme Court Constitution bench asked the centre to submit files on his appointment by tomorrow. The court pointed out the government made the appointment after the court started this hearing of petitions over appointment of commissioners to the poll body.
We began hearing at that stage. Mr. Bhushan said we have an interim application. This is an urgent matter. Then in the interim, then the next hearing takes place yesterday. I mean, it took place yesterday. We began yesterday, on Tuesday.
I would only venture to say there is no design. I'd only venture to say.
We are not saying that.
That's
so therefore, we would like you to produce the files relating to the appointment of this officer, so that if you are in the right, as you claim to be, that there is no hanky-panky.
The plea seek a collegium system comprising of the Prime Minister, Chief Justice and Leader of Opposition to appoint India's election bosses, replacing the centre's unilateral powers. The Supreme Court posed some sharp questions to the centre, highlighting the fact that this is a constitutional post and noting its independent character.
Supposing the election commissioner is asked to take on none less than the Prime Minister himself.
Please.
Giving an example.
Yes.
Just an example.
We are testing this one.
Hypothetical example. Supposing the election commissioner sort of, is so weak-kneed.
Yes.
That he says, okay, I tarries with it, he doesn't get around to doing it. Will it not be a case of complete breakdown of the system then?
The centre, through Attorney General Venkat Ramani, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta and Additional Solicitor General Balbir Singh argued against judicial intervention. Responding to the argument, the appointment mechanism should also include Chief Justice of India. Solicitor General argued,
Lord, now, yesterday, my Lord, during the discussion, my Lord, there was some debate as to whether presence of someone who is, my Lord, I would say non-executive person. Lord, your Lordships are aware, my Lord, the separation is very clear. That's why, my Lord, this separation of powers. One organ will not entrench upon another organ. Second organ will not entrench upon the third organ. That's how, my Lord, the balancing system in the Constitution functions. That there should be a presence of someone who is not a part of the executive. But for an outside presence, the executive will not be able to discharge its functions honestly or with transparency.
Currently, the centre appoints India's election bosses. List of senior bureaucrats sent to Law Ministry. Law Ministry forwards the list to Prime Minister. President appoints election commissioner on recommendations of the government. Senior most election commissioner becomes the chief election commissioner.
While centre defended the existing mechanism for appointment of election commissioners and asked the court not to enter into the domain of legislature, Supreme Court said, despite the constitution saying so, no law has been put in place for appointment of election commissioners, and that's why the court is interfering in this matter to do the needful. With camera person Manoj Thakur, this is Arun Goel for NDTV.